Good morning and welcome to today's Top 10 Stars from TheMatrix newspapers, Thursday morning, the 16th of July 2026. I am Esther Ajay. From our lead story on page 2, Nigeria's inflation eases to 15.91% in June, says National Bureau of Statistics. Food inflation rises from 2.98% in May to 3.75%. Niger Kogi FCT emerge inflation hotspot year on year. Nigeria's headline inflation rate eased marginally to 15.91% in June, down from 15.93% in May, signaling a slight slowdown in the pace of rising consumer prices, although food inflation continued to climb. On page 3, Senate rejects request to probe PFIPC scandal. Donates 50 million naira to families of teachers, soldiers killed in oil rescue. The Senate on Wednesday again rejected a request to investigate the controversial 1.3 billion naira budget allocation to the purported Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, saying the matter is already before the courts and under investigation by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. President Tinubu to Deloitte Africa. Nigeria's economy on steady growth. President Bola Tinubu has declared that Nigeria's economy is on a steady path of growth, saying its administration's fiscal and economic reforms have begun to deliver results despite the initial hardships associated with their implementation. Final forfeiture court hands 48 properties linked to former AGF Malami to federal government. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the final forfeiture of 48 properties linked to former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami to the federal government. From oil and gas sector, Dangote Refinery says marketers note new dollar policy behind petrol price increase. Dangote Petroleum Refinery is pushing back hard against the latest jump in petrol prices, insisting its new dollar-denominated pricing hasn't triggered a single sale yet, let alone a price hike. Federal government sets up committee to drive electricity market reforms. The federal government has set up a 9-member committee to oversee how Nigeria's electricity market shifts from federal to state control. The latest step in a power sector reform drive meant to fix supply, draw in investment, and get the economy moving. CSE targets 100,000 companies for delisting, issues final 90-day ultimatum. The Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) has commenced another sweeping nationwide compliance exercise, announcing plans to strike off 100,000 companies from Nigeria's corporate register unless they regularize their statutory filings within 90 days. From political sector, APGA rules out presidential candidate, declares support for Tinubu. The All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, has endorsed President Bola Tinubu as its preferred presidential candidate for the 2027 election, confirming it will not field its own candidate. Over to entertainment news. MultiChoice Nigeria has announced that Big Brother Naija BB Naija Season 11 will premiere on July 26, 2026, with the winner set to receive a record 160 million naira grand prize. And to sports news, Messi inspires Argentina to victory over England, set up final against Spain. Lautaro Martinez scored a 92nd minute winner as Lionel Messi inspired World Cup holders Argentina to a stunning comeback to beat England 2-1 on Wednesday and set up a final with European champion Spain. And that will be all for now. You can read up the rest of the details from TheMatrix newspapers and just stay with us as I bring you more interesting updates from TheMatrix News. I am Esther Ajayi. Do have a great day.